Pillars of cybersecurity. Pillars of cybersecurity simply refers to the various disciplines that constitute cybersecurity, or the roadmap to becoming a cybersecurity professional. It's important to note that I have personally defined the various disciplines that constitute cybersecurity as the pillars of cybersecurity. With over 13 years experience in the field of cybersecurity, I have met many IT professionals who claim and refer themselves as cybersecurity professionals, but they are not productive, resourceful, and efficient in the field of cybersecurity. Though these self-acclaimed cybersecurity professionals may have various types of cyber certifications as well as a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity, they lack the experience, technical know-how, and the knowledge in the various fields of IT disciplines. The following are the various IT disciplines that you as a cybersecurity professional must have both knowledge and expertise of in order to become efficient and a productive cybersecurity professional. The first is hardware engineering. Hardware engineering is defined as the process of designing, developing, testing, and producing computer systems and various physical components related to computer systems. Hardware engineering is one of the basic IT disciplines all cybersecurity professionals must have experience and expertise in order to be able to secure and be productive in defending hardware devices. The following are reasons why you as a cybersecurity professional must have at least a mid-level of experience and expertise in hardware engineering. The first is for recommendation purposes. Without the experience and expertise in hardware engineering, a cybersecurity professional wouldn't be able to make a good recommendations about the best and the most secured hardware components or devices. As a cybersecurity professional, you'll be required to make recommendations about the best and the most secured hardware devices and components. So with no knowledge, experience, and expertise in hardware engineering, you wouldn't be able to determine or identify the best and the most secure hardware components and devices on the market. Another reason why a cybersecurity professional must at least have a mid-level of knowledge and expertise in hardware engineering is for the purpose of being able to design, plan, and build a cyber device or a hardware component. The ability of a cybersecurity professional to design, plan, and build a hardware device comes in handy in the case of a zero-day attack, which may require the building of a specific cyber device or hardware component in order to mitigate such a zero-day attack. The last reason why you as a cybersecurity professional must at least have a mid-level of experience and expertise in hardware engineering is for the purpose of being able to detect and repair faulty or malfunctioning hardware device or component. This is because as a cybersecurity professional, you are not only mandated to defend cyber devices and network, but to also function as a cyber technician, since the role of a cybersecurity professional is perceived to be all-knowing in information technology. Also, with expertise and experience in hardware engineering, a cybersecurity professional will be able to detect and differentiate between a faulty device or a malfunctioning device, which may be as a result of a cyber attack. For the above reasons, I highly recommend you to at least acquire a mid-level of experience and expertise in hardware engineering in order to be productive and resourceful in the field of hardware security. Another pillar of cybersecurity is networking engineering. Having expertise and being knowledgeable in networking engineering is very instrumental and important in the execution of your duties as a cybersecurity professional in today's age of Internet of Things. This is because both cyber attacks and cyber adversaries operate through system networks in today's age of Internet of Things. So being a cybersecurity professional with no expertise and experience in networking engineering will affect your ability to protect, defend, identify, and to mitigate any form of network attacks. So, for the purpose and your ability to defend, identify, and mitigate network attacks and cyber adversaries, I highly recommend you at least acquire some level of expertise, skills, knowledge, and experience in networking protocols, setup, and configuration, which I know from experience will enable you to protect system networks and devices efficiently. Software engineering is the third pillar of cybersecurity and is defined as the act of designing, developing, and maintaining of a software. Though software engineering is easy to learn, most IT professionals are of the view that it's the most difficult IT field in the cyberspace to learn. But for your ability as a cybersecurity professional to be able to review software source code for vulnerabilities and malicious script, I urge you to be at least proficient in programming languages such as Python, JavaScript, PHP, C#, RabbitPy, Pascal, and HTML, just to mention a few. Also, acquiring at least a mid-level of experience and expertise in software engineering will equip and enable you as a cybersecurity professional to patch software vulnerabilities. Being able to patch system vulnerabilities as a cybersecurity professional will make you resourceful and productive in the field of software security. To those who see software engineering as a difficult field to learn, I advise you to rather see software engineering as any of our native languages, which is easy to learn when one is determined, willing, and devoted to learn. So in order to become proficient in any of the programming languages, I urge you to first learn the basic principles of the programming language you seek to become proficient in. Because learning the basic principles of a programming language will enable you to design and construct scripts to form a software. Just as we first learn the basic principles of any human language in order to learn how to speak, read, and understand it. Hacking is the fourth pillar of cybersecurity and also a must-have cyber skills for all cybersecurity professionals. And is defined as the act of gaining either authorized or an unauthorized access to data, a network, or a cyber device. The following are reasons why a cybersecurity professional must at least have a mid-level of experience and expertise in hacking. One main reason is for the purpose of conducting a penetration testing. As a cybersecurity professional, it will be expected of you to periodically conduct penetration testing on cyber systems and networks, a process that often exposes the vulnerabilities and the weakness of a system or a cyber network in order to mitigate it. So, for the purpose of being able to conduct a penetration testing on cyber systems, I recommend you acquire at least a mid-level of hacking skills, experience, and expertise. Another reason is to enable you as a cybersecurity professional to detect and counter cyber adversaries and attacks. A cybersecurity professional with advanced hacking skills will be able to detect and counter any cyber adversary or attacks, because it takes a pro hacker to detect and counter any form of attack or cyber adversary. It's important to note that your ability to hack into cyber systems depends on the in-depth knowledge, skills, and expertise in the first three pillars of cybersecurity, that is, hardware engineering, networking engineering, and software engineering. So taking time to acquire knowledge, skills, expertise, and experience in the field of hardware engineering, networking engineering, and software engineering will prepare and equip you to become a good hacker. Note that a cybersecurity professional with hacking abilities and skills is more resourceful and productive than a cybersecurity professional who has no hacking skills. Such a cybersecurity professional is often referred to as a toothless bulldog, which is as a result of their inability to counter hackers and as well as to conduct penetration testing in order to identify potential vulnerabilities and threats, which is often exploited by cyber adversaries. On this note, I strongly advise you acquire at least a mid-level of hacking skills and expertise in order to be a productive and resourceful cybersecurity professional and not to become a toothless cybersecurity bulldog or a cybersecurity kiddie. The last pillar of cybersecurity is cyber forensic, which is defined as the process of acquisition, authentication, analysis, and the documentation of evidence retrieved from cyber systems or a cyber network. As a cybersecurity professional, one of your core mandates is to conduct system audit and investigation, especially in the case of system hack or a network breach, a skill which can only be acquired from the study and experience in cyber forensics. So, for the purpose of you as a cybersecurity professional to be able to conduct system audit and investigation, which happens to be one of the core mandates of all cybersecurity professionals, I advise you to acquire skills and expertise in cyber forensics, which, just as hacking, depends on the in-depth knowledge, skills, expertise, and experience acquired from all pillars of cybersecurity, that is, hardware engineering, networking engineering, software engineering, and in hacking. On this note, let me point out that the systematic listing of the required IT skills and expertise, which I have personally termed as the pillars of cybersecurity, that is, hardware engineering, networking engineering, software engineering, hacking, and cyber forensic, respectively, is intentional. This is because if you initially learn and acquire skills in hardware engineering, it will adequately prepare and equip you for networking engineering, since both hardware and networking engineering are all technical fields. And with the skills and expertise in both hardware and networking engineering, you'll be a better and an excellent software developer than other software developers with only programming skills. This is because you as a software developer with skills in both hardware and networking engineering will have a better understanding and knowledge on how a cyber system works, which will enable you to design good software for its operation. And with the skills and expertise in hardware engineering, networking engineering, and software engineering, you'll be well equipped to become a pro hacker, since hacking requires in-depth knowledge in networking engineering, hardware engineering, and software engineering. And with the combination of your expertise in hardware engineering, networking engineering, software engineering, and hacking, you'll be very knowledgeable and experienced to conduct system audit and investigation, which is referred to as cyber forensic. From this systematic learning approach of information technology, you'll notice that taking time to learn and acquire experience and expertise in hardware engineering will prepare you for networking engineering and then equip you for software engineering. And then with a combination of experience and expertise in hardware engineering, networking engineering, and software engineering, you can then proceed to the advanced IT roles, that is becoming a hacker, a cyber forensic, or a cybersecurity professional. On this note, I advise you to follow this systematic learning approach of information technology and you become a knowledgeable, skillful, and an experienced cybersecurity professional. But if in case you jumped or lack any of the pillars of cybersecurity, I advise you to take some time to learn and acquire those skills and expertise. It's also important to state that your solid experience and expertise in all pillars of cybersecurity will equip and enable you as a cybersecurity professional to perform any form of reverse engineering, a unique IT skills that will make you an exceptional cybersecurity professional. A reverse engineering, which is also referred to as backwards engineering or a back engineering, is the process by which a cyber object, such as a software or hardware device or component, is either disassembled or deconstructed in order to reveal its design, architecture, source code, or to extract the knowledge behind the cyber device. There are two main forms of reverse engineering. The first is software engineering, which is often referred to as SRE. It's the act of analyzing a software system, either in a whole or in a part, to extract its design, implementation information, source code, or in order to determine the developer or the originality of the software. My ability to perform reverse software engineering has led me to determine and discover many cyber attacks and cyber adversaries as a cyber commander of a cyber command unit. It is important to state that it was through software reverse engineering that the most dangerous zero-day cyber attack, which is the Stuxnet cyber attack, was identified. So in order to be very productive in software reverse engineering and software security, I advise you to acquire in-depth skills, knowledge and expertise in software engineering, and as well as to be proficient in common programming languages such as Python, C++, Ruby, C#, PHP, Pascal, HTML, and Java, just to mention a few. A hardware reverse engineering is the second form of reverse engineering. A hardware reverse engineering is the process of disassembling a hardware device or component in order to determine the architectural design, the manufacturer, the purpose or the functionality of a hardware device or a component. The ability to perform a hardware reverse engineering solely depends on the in-depth knowledge, expertise, and experience in hardware engineering. Again, taking time to acquire knowledge, experience, and expertise in all the pillars of cybersecurity will rather make you an excellent and a productive cybersecurity professional. So don't skip any knowledge, experience, and expertise in any of the pillars of cybersecurity in a haste to become a cybersecurity professional, because it will cause you to be an unproductive, unresourceful, inefficient, and a kiddy cybersecurity professional. I believe you now know the required IT skills and expertise you as a cybersecurity professional need in order to be productive and resourceful in the field of cybersecurity. But if in case you need any form of assistance with any of the pillars of cybersecurity, you can contact me on Twitter at cdr_iam.